Welcome to part 2 of our Earth timeline, the Human Era. After exploring the planet's formation and the dramatic events that shaped it, we now turn to the most impactful story of all. If you haven't seen how it all began, go back and watch part 1 to witness the formation of our planet.
The chimpanzee-human last common ancestor, a species with no fossil record, is the hypothetical link from which both lineages diverged. Genetic studies suggest this evolutionary split occurred around 9 million years ago, making it a pivotal point in human evolution. To Mai, a 7-million-year-old skull represents a very early potential hominin. Lucy, a 3.2-million-year-old skeleton, provided definitive proof of early bipedalism. Together, they offer crucial insights into the evolution of upright walking in our lineage. The earliest widely recognized species of our genus is Homo habilis, appearing around 2.4 million years ago. Known as the handyman, this species is significant for its association with the oldest stone tools, marking a key step in human technological development.
Homo erectus was the first hominin to migrate out of Africa, a major event known as Out of Africa 1. Beginning around 1.8 million years ago, this species spread into Eurasia, characterized by a larger brain, advanced stone tools, and the likely use of fire.
Homo sapiens, the scientific name for our very own modern human species, originated in Africa about 300,000 years ago. The Homo sapiens is distinguished by its large brain capacity, complex language, and a unique ability to create and manipulate a wide range of tools and environments.
The Out of Africa 2 migration describes the global expansion of Homo sapiens, which demonstrated advanced cognitive abilities through symbolic engravings and art. This cultural and technological leap, combined with their development of watercraft, enabled them to migrate across open seas and colonize continents like Australia as early as 65,000 years ago.
The last major glacial period, commonly called the Ice Age, occurred from approximately 120,000 to 11,700 years ago. Its peak was the last glacial maximum between 26,000 and 20,000 years ago, when enormous ice sheets covered large parts of North America, Europe, and Asia, with global sea levels about 125 meters lower. The earliest known use of pottery dates back over 20,000 years, found in Shenrendong Cave in China. This invention predates agriculture and was used by mobile hunter-gatherers, likely for cooking and storing food. The technology emerged independently in several places worldwide.
Early agriculture, or the Neolithic Revolution, began around 12,000 years ago. This monumental shift from hunting and gathering to farming occurred independently in several regions, most notably the Fertile Crescent. It led to permanent settlements and laid the foundation for the rise of civilizations.
The development of agriculture created surplus goods, which led to early barter systems and trade. This non-monetary exchange of goods and services allowed communities to specialize, fostering interdependence and laying the foundation for complex global economies that exist today.
As the oldest known monumental religious site, Göbekli Tepe in Turkey dates back about 12,000 years. Its construction by hunter-gatherers, featuring large carved stone pillars, is evidence that sophisticated communal projects predate the development of agriculture.
The Sumerian civilization in Mesopotamia is often considered the world's first. Emerging around 4,500 BCE, they pioneered key innovations like the first system of writing, cuneiform, the wheel, and sophisticated city-states, laying the foundation for all future civilizations. Ziggurats were massive, stepped pyramidal structures built by the Sumerians and later Mesopotamian cultures. Serving as religious and administrative centers, their purpose was to house a temple dedicated to the city's patron deity, physically bridging the gap between earth and heaven. Around 3100 BCE, ancient Egypt was politically unified as a single state, traditionally by King Narmer. This event marks the beginning of the early dynastic period and the pharaonic era, establishing the highly centralized government and cultural identity of the civilization.
The site of Troy was first settled around 3000 BCE with the establishment of Troy I, Early Bronze Age.
This original town was a small, crucial fortress in Turkey, strategically positioned to control the trade routes leading to the Black Sea. It featured massive stone fortifications and early Bronze Age architecture.
Meanwhile, on the other part of the world, Pakistan and northwest India, the Indus Valley civilization flourished. Archaeological evidence suggests this civilization laid the earliest foundations for Hinduism, which is recognized as the world's oldest surviving religion, with figures potentially resembling the deity Shiva.
In Mesoamerica, aka North America, the Maya began to emerge. Beginning as simple agricultural settlements, the civilization later developed sophisticated cultural markers, including advanced writing, astronomy, and colossal architecture, such as the El Morador, that laid the foundation for the famous classic period city-states.
Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument in England, featuring massive sarsen and bluestones arranged in a circle. Construction began around 3000 BCE. Its exact purpose is still debated, but it was likely a ceremonial center, aligned precisely with the movements of the sun during the solstices.
Gilgamesh was a legendary king of Uruk, who likely ruled around 2600 BCE. He is the hero of the Epic of Gilgamesh, where he is famously described as being 2/3 god and 1/3 man, embarking on a quest for immortality. The Sumerian king list includes the legendary hero Gilgamesh as a king of Uruk who ruled for 126 years after the Great Flood. He is listed among historical rulers, but is described with mythological language, reflecting the text's blend of fact and ancient tradition. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the oldest and the only remaining of the original 7 wonders of the ancient world. Built around 2560 BCE as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, its massive scale and precision engineering have made it a symbol of enduring human ingenuity for over 4 millennia. Around 2334 BCE, the Akkadian Empire conquered and unified the disparate Sumerian city-states. This monumental conquest created the world's first known empire, establishing a new model of centralized political control in Mesopotamia. The 4.2 kiloyear event was a major, widespread megadrought that began around 2200 BCE. This abrupt climate change lasted for centuries and is implicated in the collapse of several civilizations, notably the Akkadian Empire and Egypt's Old Kingdom. The Shang Dynasty is recognized as the first dynasty in Chinese history. It was reputedly founded by Yu the Great. While direct written evidence is absent, archaeological discoveries provide strong support for the existence of a highly organized, early Bronze Age society during this period in the Yellow River Valley. In around 2000 BCE, Abraham emerged as the patriarchal founder of what would become the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He is credited with establishing a covenant with God and teaching monotheism, the belief in one God. From 1894 BCE, the Babylonian Empire ushered in a new era in Mesopotamia after the downfall of the Akkadians. The empire reached its zenith under its 6th and most famous ruler, King Hammurabi, in 1792 BCE. Hammurabi is renowned for his extensive military campaigns that united all of southern Mesopotamia and for promulgating the Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest and most complete written legal codes. The same time period also marks the fall of China's legendary Xia dynasty and the subsequent rise of the Shang Dynasty. The transition overthrew the Xia in a historical event that established a crucial precedent in Chinese political philosophy, the concept of the mandate of heaven. The Sanxingdui ruins, dating back as far as 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, are a major Bronze Age site found in China. The highly advanced civilization, renowned for its unique bronze art, including massive masks and colossal figures. The Lost World civilization experienced an unknown, mysterious, and abrupt downfall. The specific circumstances remain debate and ongoing research.
Meanwhile, due to lack of native copper and tin, the Nordic Bronze Age began relatively late, nearly 1,500 years after Central and Southern Europe. This delay forced the new, highly stratified society to rely entirely on extensive trade networks, exporting local amber for the necessary metals. Despite this, the resulting culture quickly became the richest in Europe, producing iconic gold and bronze artifacts. Critically, this culture is considered ancestral to the Germanic peoples, whose later migrations and invasions caused the final collapse of the Western Roman Empire and subsequently the Dark Ages of Europe. More about that later in the Middle Age chapter.
The Bronze Age collapse around 1200 BCE was a widespread, abrupt transition in the Near East and Eastern Mediterranean, marked by the fall of major civilizations. A key cause was the sudden, devastating appearance of the Sea Peoples, an enigmatic group of maritime invaders whose simultaneous attacks brought widespread destruction, contributing to the collapse, famine, and the severe decline of regional powers, including Egypt.
That wraps up our look at the foundational eras of human history, from the prehistoric mastery of tools in the Stone Age to the flourishing, complex societies and mysterious collapse of the Eastern Mediterranean during the Bronze Age. We've covered a period of immense change. Next up, we'll delve into the world of warfare, technology, and empire building as we usher in the Iron Age. Stay tuned.
Thanks for watching, and see you again in the Pixel Chronicle.